And welcome to the show. Hammer finally in the building. We are into week 7, week 6 into the books. We're about halfway through the season almost here already. So a lot happening, but we'll talk about what's been happening in week 6 and now going into week 7. But Hammer, what's going on? Oh, your internet
I
must
have no
be.
idea what's happening.
I think your
I'm just a
internet
pawn in
must
the
be.
game.
I can hear you now.
Think I'm back on track. Now we good?
I can't see you, but I can hear you.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, a lot happening. And we'll talk about pretty much all the games. We'll talk about Bijan going ham, absolutely winning you the week. We'll talk about Puka. Obviously, Puka going down doesn't look that serious, which is good. So that is good to hear. So hopefully he sits for the week, and then they've got their bye. So hopefully he comes back, after that. But was a scary moment for a second because I did wind up. Remember when I was talking to you about the Gibbs trade like weeks back? I was telling you about Gibbs for Puka, that I had Gibbs and I wanted to trade him for Puka because my running back situation, I had, a good depth at running back. And when Cheetah got hurt, I wound up making that trade just straight up Gibbs for Puka. And now
I
Puka goes down. So,
don't know why this.
Caddy, what up, Caddy? What's going on? What's been happening for you, Caddy? Let me know what's been happening for you this season. Teak, what's up, man? Who would you take this week? A-Rod at Cincy or Kyler versus Green Bay? Kyler questionable causes the question with A-Rod playing Thursday. Yeah, that is the tough part because what if at the last minute Kyler can't go? They pretty good Green Bay defense. I'm okay with just playing it safe. Like Rodgers hasn't been absolutely horrible, and it's not like Kyler's been killing it. So if you've got to play A-Rod for this week to just play it safe, then you got to do what you got to do. So I think to play it safe, I might just play A-Rod. Caddy optimism and some heartbreak. Okay. 1-5 in the league with Baker, Judkins, Adams, Nico, McBride, JCM. Yeah, I mean JCM's just started coming along. Genty as well, right? Did not play well for the first, few weeks there. Nico hasn't been great. McBride's been okay, but it is the tight end. McBride's been good, but it's the tight end position. So you got that advantage at tight end, but just not enough all the way around. Yeah, and then you got Kittle that went down. Benson, Ibuka out. Yeah, Ibuka out right now. Benson, I have in a lot of leagues as well, so it sucked that he got hurt. But hopefully he can come back and take over that backfield like we thought he would and was going to before that injury. I dropped to my wife's team. She has A-Rod as well, so pretty sure that's what I got to do. Yeah, I mean, you can't really take the risk. That's the problem. You can't take the risk. And it's not like Kyler is giving you, Josh Allen production where, you might want to take that chance. Like he's not doing that. So just play it safe. Go with A-Rod. Jason, what's up, Jason? Will you trade Ladd, Myers, and Swift for Nico and Harrison? RBs are Barkley, Kyron, Javante with White, Rico spot starts. Wide receivers are London, Sutton, Evans, and Terry. If it helps, I never started Myers. So you got London, Sutton, Evans, and Terry. So you want to give up Ladd, give up Myers, give up Swift. You get Nico and you get Harrison. I mean, I like the idea of getting Nico. Ladd has not really been startable when everyone's healthy over there. Myers has been okay, and then Swift. I mean, Harrison's been okay also. It's not like he's been killing it. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it. I'm okay with going for the upside in Nico and giving up, guys like Ladd and Myers when you've got London and Sutton, so that's comfortable. I mean, Evans and Terry, you got to worry about these guys being healthy. So, like, what are you doing at wide receiver if those guys get hurt? I don't know. Hammer, what do you think? He's still out, I think. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely
You got
want a
me?
high-end player, but yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear?
Yeah, I think we should be all right.
All right. But yeah, I mean, it's tough because Nico's not giving you even o- that hammer production also. So I think I want to, man. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you get Nico and Harrison, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the upside that those guys have compared to, Myers and Swift and Ladd. Obviously, it hurts with those other two guys. They're taking away a lot of the production. But I mean, can Keenan stay healthy as well? So that's the other part. Can Keenan stay healthy? Because then Ladd, you want to have Ladd in that situation. But I'm okay with it if you got to make this move. Don't love it, but you're good. Would you trade away Genti and Buka for CD? Yeah, yeah, I trade away Genti. And I mean, you're 1-5. You got to get something going, but also a CD. We got to make sure CD's going to play this week also. Add in Hampton. I mean, Hampton doesn't help you right now, but it will help you in the future. You do have Vidal, so I mean, it's not horrible if he's going to add that in. If you got to make something happen, because obviously Ibuka's going to be missing some time. But yeah, sometimes you need to make something happen. Um, I think I've got 1, 2, and 4 team, but on that team I do have. I'm like 4th or 5th in points. I'm like middle of the pack in points, but I do have CeeDee Lamb, who's hurt right now, and I do have Rashee Rice, who now is coming back. So I'm hoping to turn that around, but that's really the worst position that I'm in some of the redrafts. But I guess we'll talk about some of the Sunday games. Throw any questions you have in the chat, and I'll answer them there. But I mean, Broncos Jets, there was nothing really to talk about that game. That game was just hard to watch. Justin Fields is not it. Brees got a lot of carries. He got some opportunities, but wasn't able to do anything with it. So are they going to trade Brees and just get something for him? I mean, it's interesting. We'll see what happens here. But and then Broncos just nothing really on their end as well. It just was not great. Trying to flip Wandell, wide receiver 1 for the rest of the year. Realistically, he's on my bench trying to cash out. Yeah, I mean, easily. If you have a chance to flip Wandell, then you flip Wandell.
I think we should be solid. You got me?
Yeah, you're
All
good.
right.
But yeah, you should definitely be trying to flip Wandell for anything you can at the moment. I think in one of my leagues, I think I spammed everybody for a second round pick. Everybody in the league, I just went to them and sent the
Yeah,
trade.
you did. Yeah, you did.
I did. I
Yeah,
sent it
you
to you.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
see,
course you did. Of course you
I
did.
told you I just spammed the whole league. I don't nobody bought into it yet, but it was just something I was just trying to something I was trying to do. Maybe I add a little something in there, or maybe an injury happens and then, then I can maybe get that trade. But yeah, I mean, if you can use them, then you can use them. But if you're not competing, then there's no reason to. But I mean,
He's an
even in redraft
expendable.
too, I mean, if you're playing in a deep enough league where you can, combine them in some kind of package to cheer up, you can do that too. Frank, what's up, Frank? Would you roll with Pitts or pick up Mason Taylor? He's been good. I mean,
He's
but you
been
can't
solid.
trust Fields. Like that's the hard
No,
part.
the passing volume's not good enough. And Penix has been a little bit of a roller coaster as well, just in terms of you
Yes.
don't know what you're going to get game to game, but the upside is way higher with Kyle Pitts. Stick with Kyle Pitts. Uh, Justin Fields had 40 passing yards. No, thank you.
But if you're in a pinch, I do like trying to pick up Mason Taylor if you need to just start a tight end.
Especially
Simp,
no
what's up,
Garrett
Simp?
Wilson now.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's true too. With no Garrett Wilson, do you lean then Mason Taylor? It's not
There's an
like Pitts
argument
is
to be made.
killing it though. Also, if you look at it that
No,
way
and
too,
Pitts has other competition.
right? Right. So maybe it is Mason Taylor.
You can make the argument.
Maybe it is.
I'm still going with Pitts, but
I
you
mean,
can
I
make the
wouldn't
argument.
drop Pitts, but I'm okay with playing Mason Taylor if you
No.
wanted. But Pitts does have just that upside where he can go off. Simp, CD, Ibuka, Wilson, Jennings, and Godwin. BTJ is my only healthy wide receiver.
Whew.
Damn. Yeah, I've got a few leagues where I've got
Injuries are starting to
CD
pile
out,
up.
Neighbors out. I've got Garrett Wilson out now.
Neighbors.
Mike Evans. Uh, so yeah,
Hmm.
Joe Burrow. In my main
But
league, I'm 3-3.
this is where what
Yeah.
we talk about, where don't ignore those mid to late round picks. Like take them seriously, take the waiver wire seriously, because those are the guys like Cam Scatterboo is picking up slack.
Right.
There's a couple of other guys, Hollywood Brown, right? I have a Hollywood Brown in a ton of leagues, and he was able to pick up slack for a while. So those mid to late round picks is what fill out your roster when you have these major injuries to these star players.
And now Kamani Vidal. I mean, everybody was asking last
Vidal.
week,
Yep.
who is the
About
guy
Haskins.
to have, and I just pointed out that Haskins has had multiple opportunities, and he has never done anything with the opportunities that he was given, going back to the Titan
Yeah.
days when Derrick Henry was injured. So, Vidal is a more explosive player. Now, I wasn't playing them, and I played Vidal in one league, but it was a dynasty league just because I didn't have no one else to play. But if you didn't have to choose one of those guys and you wanted to stay away, but if you did have to choose one of them, like my pick was Vidal. So he's just a more explosive player and has a better chance of something explosive happening. The only thing with Haskins is, was he going to get the goal line carries?
Goal
That
line.
was really the
Yep.
only thing with Haskins.
Yeah, I picked up Vidal in a dynasty league, and I didn't play him because I had other guys, but I figured, hey, he might be worth something if I pick him up off the waiver wire and sell him for a third. Cool, that's found money, right? So I did pick up Vidal in one league, and he could be useful down the stretch.
Mhm. Main league 3-3. Mahomes, Henry, Kyron, JJ Rice, Tyler, Warren, Odunze in the flex. Bench is Chase Brown, Harvey Hendy, Mondale, Mason Taylor. Okay. Yeah. Flacco, Fields, or Penix.
It's a good one.
It's
Take a
hard with
look at some
Fields
of the
because
Met.
obviously he's got the rushing upside, but then obviously you witness a game like last game and you're like,
And it
okay, this
scares you
shit
away.
can happen. Week 1, it was like a lot of questions were Dak or Fields. And I picked Dak
Mm-hmm.
in week 1 and I got burned because Fields
Fields
went
was the
off and
guy.
Dak didn't do jack. And now you can, and my reason for that was just I just don't trust Fields. Like at any moment he can give you just that horrible, horrible game. And that can happen multiple times. And now we saw that, and it's just like, what the, like, damn.
Absolutely.
Can you trust Flacco just
You know
starting
he's
off
going to throw
now
it. You know he's
in
going to throw it.
Cincinnati? Know he's going to throw it, or do you just roll with, do you roll with Penix, who had a couple bad games, but you know, seems like
I think
he can sling it
think
around.
yeah, I think Penix has the safest floor here.
Hmm.
I still think that Justin Fields has the highest upside because of the rushing.
Okay.
But also now we talked about it a second ago. No Garrett
No
Wilson
Garrett
now,
Wilson.
so that's
Right.
even less,
Right.
of that passing attack. So give me Penix here, but Flacco would be very interesting because it feels like no matter how old this guy gets, he's still going to throw it, and he's got two really good receivers to throw it to. So Flacco's interesting, but give me Penix here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with him as well. Frank, I have Bowers, but who knows when he's back? Yeah. Tough
Michael
for
Mayer.
Bowers.
I like what I saw from Michael Mayer. So if you got an opportunity to scoop him up with Bowers out, Michael Mayer could be a good fill-in.
Neighbors in that league, we know what happened. Yeah, it's tough for neighbors owners whenever you get that injury to one of those like first round picks in fantasy like that it hurts. It hurts. I have to grab Sterling Shepard.
You got to scramble. You got to scramble.
Mm-hmm. Galaxy, what's up, man? Just got Baker for Pollard. Okay. Now have Baker, Bo
Home run.
Nix, and Darnold. Thinking of flipping either Nix or Darnold for a running back in a couple weeks to a team who needs a solid QB. Which would you rather move? I mean, especially if it's one
Bo Nix
QB,
is
like,
going to give you a little.
good.
Yeah. If it is one QB, having three of them isn't going to do much for you, and these guys aren't really separating themselves from the pack. They're not that top echelon. They're not the Jalen Hurts, the Lamar. Obviously, Lamar's out. They're not Josh Allen, et cetera, et cetera. But Bo Nix at least gives you some rushing upside, that Darnold doesn't. Now, Darnold does have the better weapon in JSN, and he's got a good running game. So I think Bo Nix would have the higher ceiling on a per game basis. But if it's a one quarterback league, you're probably not going to get much. If it's obviously super flex, now you're talking. You should be able to get something for either one of these guys, probably Bo Nix being the higher of the two.
Right. I mean, it depends what the market thinks though, what that team thinks. Like they're gonna want the better quarterback, right? So it might have to be Baker. Like you might just have to give up Baker because they might not want to do the deal for Bo Nix. How much of an upgrade is Bo Nix compared to the quarterback that they have, right? So that's gonna be the tough part as well. It might just have to be the best quarterback, in order for them to give up a running back. So just feel him out. But yeah, it's gonna have to either be Baker or Bo Nix for sure. Should I bench Dowdle this week over Kyron, Genty, Hall, and Mason? I mean, it depends if Chuba's playing. Like they said, nothing's changing. Like they still want to give it to Chuba. So if Chuba plays, like you can't play Dowdle, especially over like a Kyron, Genty, Brees, or even Jordan Mason at that point.
Chuba officially limited in practice, but he was out on the field.
Right.
So make of that what you will. You're probably going to have to come back to us on Sunday when we get a little bit more clarity.
Right. Like Genty or Junkins more rest of season.
That's a damn good question because obviously both of these guys have. Judkins has been more impressive. He's had more impressive games to start. I know he's only played like 3 or 4 games so far. Genty got off to the slow start, but it looks like he's starting to spin the wheels with the production. Maybe not necessarily efficiency, specifically last game. That's a tough one. They have a rookie quarterback in Cleveland, so you'd think that they'd lean on the running game a little bit more as opposed to Genty, where you got the more experienced quarterback in Geno. You got some weapons there out in Vegas. I'm going to go Judkins here, but I don't know if there's much of a separation if they're both playing well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, It's either or. I mean, they've shown Junkins is the workhorse. They've shown Genty as the workhorse. So, you can go with either of those guys. But I mean, damn, if I had to choose, I would. Damn.
It's tough. It's you're splitting hairs at that point
Yeah. I mean,
because they're getting workhorse type volume now.
right.
Obviously, Judkins didn't. He only got 12 carries. Last game wasn't very efficient, but the 3 games before that, he was averaging over 5 yards a carry, getting 20 plus carries. So I think you're splitting hairs there, to be honest with you. I don't think there's much of a separation.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's even the quarterback situation though is I mean, not that the Raiders situation is much better. Like Gino's been awful, but you know, I don't know. I'm gonna go Genty, but I don't. It's just slightly. I mean,
I hear it.
is
Genty's getting some
JMP
decent receiving. Genty's getting some decent receiving work in the last couple of weeks, so that could be the
right? And you want to
separator.
hope that right. You want to hope that that continues as well. So Jamar Chase and Tet for Nico and Rashi Rice, 12-team non PPR. Jamar and Tet for Nico and Rice.
I think I'm going to lean Nico and Rice here.
Yeah, I
I
mean, if you
know,
believe in
obviously,
if you believe in
yeah,
Rice,
which you should, because
hmm
clearly he's the guy. And I just was reading up on some of the sleeper notes. He's not going to be eased in. It's going to be full go. He's not coming off an injury. He's not. He has a rapport with Patrick Mahomes. Let's go. So yeah, give me Nico and Rice.
I mean, if you look at like the ceilings and the floors too, I mean, Tet is probably just he's gonna be that wide receiver too. Like he's not in a great offense, but he's gonna give you decent enough production. And Jamar Chase, I mean, without Burrow, he's not top 5 anymore, I don't think, for the rest of season, but is he
Top 10
5
at least.
to is he 5 to 15, So
Still getting the
but it
targets
could
though.
also right, but he could also be a wide receiver too if shit just doesn't go right. And Nico and Rashid, you figure their floor is at least a wide receiver too, but they could also be, top 5 guys. So damn, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, listen, the last 2 weeks combined for Jamar Chase, it almost looks like Joe Burrow was playing. He's got 16
right,
catches on 22 targets, over 200 yards, and three touchdowns. So,
right. So do you
doesn't look like
just
he's
stay
missing a
with
beat.
that?
Jamar's one of those QB proof guys. It's
And we
possible.
haven't seen we
I
haven't seen one of those games from Nico yet, right? So,
no, we haven't.
you know. And then you could
Yeah,
also argue you are taking slight risk with Rashi Rice. Now I know, they are saying that he is their wide receiver one and he's really good and he's their guy. But there is a chance that, maybe he is a little bit sluggish off the bat. Maybe Worthy is involved a lot. Like, I mean, they've got a few guys there. So you can argue you are slightly taking a risk there as well. But yeah,
no, I
that's
totally agree.
that's tough.
I'm still gonna lean the Nico Rice, just for upside as well because Jamar Chase you would imagine still going to be good, and then Tet in a limited offense where Nico and Rice I feel like they have the higher ceilings going forward.
Right. Yeah. Top 5 half PPR BTJ or Brees.
Mm,
I mean, we talked about the Jets and that shitty offense,
stink.
you know.
And it's crazy because Brees was getting in the previous 3 games to this Denver game, Brees was getting 6, 6, and 5 targets respectively in the passing game. So I got to imagine that they're going to figure some things out with the Jets. Do I have full confidence? No. Do I have much confidence? No. But you got to imagine that Brees Hall is going to be a focal point of this offense, especially with Garrett Wilson out. So that's a tough one. I'm going to lean Brees Hall here just because it's easier to get him the ball than it would be BTJ with the rushing and the receiving work, especially in the swing game. Give me Brees here, but not by much.
I mean, BTJ 8 for 90 on 10 targets. So, I mean, he finally was able to produce a little bit. They were trying to get him involved. So, I mean, damn. Brees, the opportunities were there. He just didn't do
Right.
much with them. So do they lean on him more this week against against a Panthers team? I mean,
Jaguars taking on the Rams.
I'm looking at the oh yeah.
Jags,
Yeah, Jaguars
Rams,
taking
and
out the
then
Rams. So,
that's Panthers.
I mean, you gotta think they're gonna lean on Brees, right? He's gotta have a decent enough floor. I mean, I feel like it's very even, so you can go either way. Um,
I'm gonna go. I'm going Brees just based on volume or potential
right,
volume. Where Brees is probably
right.
going to get 25 opportunities, BTJ maybe 10 targets on a good day.
The upside is probably Brees, and maybe Brees feels. I mean, the upside is probably BTJ, but Brees feels safer. Like I feel like BTJ could go off, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll with BTJ slightly. You roll with Brees. I mean, that's a tough one. Do you trust Jefferson
yep.
to be the top 5 when McCarthy's back? He looked good the couple weeks he had with Wentz. Are you selling him or holding him? Justin Jefferson.
Man, JJ is a really interesting. I have him in a redraft league, and he's been up and down. Obviously with JJ, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit of a roller coaster. So I'm hanging on to Justin Jefferson. I think he's one of those guys similar to Jamar Chase, where you got to have the confidence, no matter who the quarterback is, for the most part, that he's a playmaker. The offense is going to figure out how to get him the ball. But it'll be really interesting to see what JJ McCarthy does, right? He didn't look that great before he left, obviously being out for a while, not, going through practice, going through his reps, and he's still essentially a rookie in a sense from an experience standpoint. So, but I'm going to hang on to Justin Jefferson. And also, too, he's your guy. Like you drafted Justin Jefferson in the first round. So are you going to get that much return on that investment? You could shop him around, see what you'll get. But I think I'm still going to roll with Justin Jefferson. Whether he'll be a top 5, that remains to be seen.
I mean, realistically, he does still produce regardless of the quarterback. They're still going to, the focal point of the offense is to get him the ball. But like Hammer said, is it going to be a little bit up and down? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit up and down. Maybe he doesn't get 1,700 yards this season. Maybe he's more 14, 1,500, top 5 instead of top 3. So, I do still like him. I mean, it's hard to sell somebody when they're not, especially like a player like Justin Jefferson, when he's not producing top 3 numbers at the moment. It's hard to sell a guy like that and get what he's worth, or get something good back. So, it's hard.
Now,
If you are going to sell him, maybe wait till he has a great week and then you can
now
try and do it then. But
to be fair, over the last 2 weeks, 17 catches on 22 targets, 250 yards roughly.
yeah, I mean,
So the production's there. Touchdowns not so much. He's only had the one, and that
right.
was the opening week. But the production's there. So do you? And I'm sure as a Vikings fan, you have faith in your coach to be able to get his best player and probably the best receiver in the NFL, maybe outside of Jamar Chase, the football. Like it's kind of that simple. So I think I'm still gonna put some faith in Justin Jefferson that he'll still be that top 5-ish guy on a
Right.
per game basis.
Tyler Owner, what's a realistic pivot? Floor is low right now.
Yeah, I'll take this one really quick. Critique because I had Kyler Murray in a redraft league, and I think in my home, I think your home redraft league, and he got injured, and I was able to pick up Sam Darnold off the waiver wire, and Sam Darnold played pretty well last week, and I feel like pretty comfortable with Sam Darnold because Kyler Murray just isn't giving me any upside right now, zero. He's very mediocre. I thought he would bounce back, play well. He's got McBride, he's got Marvin Harrison. I'm losing a lot of faith in Kyler. So I was able to pivot to Sam Darnold, so that could be an option for you out there. I don't really know who else might be out there. Let me check. In a single QB league, obviously, in a super flex, it might be a lot tougher to try and pivot.
Yeah, I mean,
See
super
some of the
flex
names out here.
is
So some of the names in a single QB, you got Tua, Penix in a single quarterback league.
Alex is
Penix would be really
available. Yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
I, I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying that. So,
Hmm.
you know, Bryce Young at this point is going to give you you might have a little bit more confidence in Bryce Young. Um so yeah, so those are some of the names: Penix, Jackson Dart, Bryce Young, Geno Smith, not really. Like I said,
Yeah, he's been.
I was able to scoop up Sam Darnold, who I feel pretty good about. So those are some of the names in a single quarterback league you might be able to pivot to.
Yeah. I mean, and if you are talking super flex or even dynasty, you'd probably be looking at like that, like a T Law. Even Penix might be hard at this point. Um, like, cause people just are not really believing in Kyler right now, especially since he's not,
Yeah,
he's not producing great
he's hurt
numbers, but
and he's not producing.
and he's hurt. So yeah, that's the I'll have to hold for that, but when the time comes, yeah, I mean, but yeah, cause he's kind of in that, or at least valued in that Penix-ish T-Law range. Like you're not getting
You're not
the
excited about it.
Daks, the
He's
Goffs, like you're not
no,
getting those guys. People are just comfortable playing them.
rightfully so.
If Purdy's healthy, is it him or Love for QB1? 5-man bench, hard to roster too.
Hmm. I still think I'm going Jordan Love here just based on the structure of the offense. But Brock Purdy is interesting. I'm actually been a little bit disappointed in Jordan Love from a fantasy and statistical standpoint. If you look at it overall, it looks good, like the season total numbers. But on a per game basis, you're getting 17, 18, sometimes scratching 20 points in 6 point per touchdown. So it's really tough, but I do like at least the explosive play for the Packers with the Matthew Goldens, with the Dobbs. Um, hasn't the offense just looks disjointed, but I still think I have a little bit more confidence right now in Jordan Love. Brock Purdy's got his weapons are just decimated all over the place. I don't know if Kittle's coming back. Pearsall's still out. Obviously, no Ayuk. So Purdy's weapons are all over the place. Although Mac Jones is seeming to make do. So make of that what you
Mhm.
will.
Right, right, right. I think it still is Love, especially with Purdy just coming back also. Just go at Love. I don't think that it's that much of an upgrade, anyway. I mean, I do rank Purdy higher, but it's not that substantial, that at all. Frank, who to flex, Golden or Chase Brown, Charbs, or Woody? Well,
Chase
Charbs is in
Brown.
the damn timeshare.
Chase Brown's still awful.
Chase Brown has not done anything.
Jack.
Um, is it Golden? It might be Golden.
I think, and I said a couple of weeks ago that Matthew Golden is getting the opportunities to make some plays. So, and all it takes is one of those deep shots for him to, break one for a touchdown. So, 3 catches on 5 targets, 86 yards, which lets you know the big play is there. I'm gonna take a chance on Golden here.
Yeah, Chase Brown has not done really anything. You gotta hope for a big play from Golden. Charbs is gonna give you a decent few points. Woody might give you a decent few points too, but it might just have to be Golden here. Phillip got one team with Burrow, Puka, Neighbors, Bowers, Pierce, Al Benson, and Strange. Oh boy. Yeah, that's tough. Pack
RIP
it
is
up.
right.
Pack it up. Make sure you pay your dues now.
He said, "Pack it up." That's good. Pack it up is good.
Oh shit. Starting lineup is May, JT, Kyron, JSN, Jamar, either Ted or Vidal, Ferg at tight end, and then defensive kicker benches
Nice.
Darnold, Marks, Kendrick, Mike Evans. Does that change the opinion? No, I mean the main thing is it's more of a lateral move than anything. Like it's just two wide
Yeah,
receivers for two wide receivers. You're not really improving your team that much. Is like I think that's the main thing.
agreed.
So for the season started, I traded Bucky for JT, and then in week 5 I traded ETN for JSN. It was 9 PPR, so running backs had
Nice.
more value, and then I sold high on ETN.
That's nice because JSN is out of this world right now. He's out of his mind, and
Mm-hmm.
JT's been really, really good. So
Mm-hmm.
two
Mm-hmm.
amazing trades because Bucky's hurt and ETN is what's ETN been doing? I didn't hear from him last week that much. I didn't
He
really
didn't do much. He didn't do really anything last week.
no
ETN's been a
last
little
2
bit
weeks.
quiet. He's
Last
been a
2
little bit
weeks.
quiet the last couple weeks. So,
Two really good
Cole, what's
trades.
up, Cole? Got offended or offered, I guess. My bad. Got offered. Brees Hall for Vidal and Hampton. Should I accept redraft? Get Brees Hall. Uh, give up Vidal and Hampton. I don't think so. I think the offense is better. I mean, do we just roll with Vidal and Hampton?
I think so. Because when Hampton comes back, he's getting the burn and you got the handcuff with Vidal. I'm sticking with the Chargers side, the Chargers backfield
Right.
here. I'm not
Yeah,
messing
I
around.
might
Now, I will say this, and we
sticking with
can't
it.
kind of project ahead, but there is a lot of swirl around Brees Hall getting traded. Now, I know Aaron Glenn
Mhm.
came out and said they're not trading Brees Hall, but that's probably just to not stir the pot, or anything like that. But the Jets are terrible. Brees Hall's clearly not going to sign there. So it would
Right.
be a good business
Beneficial
decision
for
to
sure.
get something for Brees Hall. So just keep that in the back of your mind if you're acquiring or trading away Brees Hall.
Yeah, I mean, you could also argue that if Vidal does continue to produce, does he then have a role, with Hampton in the backfield as well, when once Hampton does come back, especially being that Hampton is a rookie and coming back from injury, do they slowly bring him back? Do they not give him all of the workload right away? So you could argue that portion of it too, but you could also say, all right, at the worst case, that's what Brees Hall is with, Isaiah Davis over there, and Justin Fields, you could argue as well.
So just really quick, Amarion Hampton obviously on the IR, but they expect him to be out longer than the 4-week IR stint. So just throwing that
Right,
out there.
right. Hmm.
Shit, imagine the Chargers trade for Brees Hall.
That would be. They don't need to though. I don't need
No,
to.
they don't, but that'd be wild.
Mm. Parioko, what's up? Trade Genty for Javante. I mean, again, it's one of those kind of lateralist trades, but Javante's been awesome. Uh,
He has been
Javante's
awesome. He
been
wasn't
awesome.
great last week, but overall he's been awesome.
Is it just too lateral? I mean,
You can make that argument. I think the Dallas offense is light years
right,
better than
right.
the Raiders offense. So yeah, I might do it. I don't know. Call me crazy. I might do it.
No, it's not. Like, I mean, if you're just looking at the production, like, yeah, I mean, shit. Give me
Gervonta's sitting at RB5 right now, and that's with a bad
Javante.
week.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, just go with the offense at that point. Now CD is out as well, but I don't think that really changes much. I mean,
It hasn't. CD's been out, and Javante's still been doing his thing.
oh, I'm saying once he comes back, does that change anything for
Mm,
Javante? Like, I mean, not
I
necessarily,
don't
I
think
don't
so.
think.
No, I don't think so.
So, yeah, I mean, if you wanna do it, I'm okay with it, but I think it is still a little lateral-ish, but, 1 and 5, are you trading away McBride? I have Fannin. If yes, who are you targeting for him? Either running back or wide receiver. I mean, I'm not confident in Fannin for the rest of the whole season. I mean, but then it's again like, okay, who needs a tight end? You know, who's willing to give away a running back or wide receiver to buy a tight end? Like, you've gotta find that team, you know? And
Right.
it depends who they have. It's hard to you could throw out I mean, I could throw out, like, a bunch of names, but if they're not on that one team that needs a tight end, then it might be hard to do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and obviously McBride is a top two tight end. He's probably the number one tight end you want, you know, if you're drafting. But yeah, you have to look, shop, see what's out there. But yeah, just having Fannin doesn't mean you would trade away McBride. Because remember, you're still getting theoretically, you're getting that positional advantage over 99% of the league at that tight end spot. So it'd have to be something truly worth it to give away a guy like McBride.
Right. I mean, is Kittle coming back? I mean, maybe you can do you're 1 and 5, so you can't really wait, like, if Kittle is not playing, but can you do, like, a McBride for Kittle and a something, you know?
Yeah.
He's got Genty Adams and McBride all on bye next week. Yeah, that's tough. Chip, what's up, Chip? Vidal or Jordan Mason?
Give me Vidal right now.
Yeah, I mean, he looked explosive. I mean, we already know the offense is good. We already know they're moving the ball. I mean, you know, take Vidal slightly over Mason. Do you like Darnold or T-Law more rest of season?
It's a good one. So I
It
was
is
just
a good
taking a
one.
peek. Sam Darnold, QB 11. Sam Darnold played really well the last 2 weeks. He's played really well this season overall for the most part, outside of that week one stinker against San Francisco.
Right.
So Sam Darnold QB 11, T Law QB 14. T Law's played pretty well. I'm gonna go Sam Darnold, man. And I don't know why, but I've been every time I watch in Red Zone, I'm just seeing Sam Darnold throw it to JSN. And he's just making plays all over the place. And then you sprinkle
He's
in a little
so
bit of
good.
Cooper Cup.
I think he's wide receiver 2 right
And then
now. He's so good.
yeah, it's insane. I have him in redraft. You're sprinkling a little Cooper Cup here and there. Give me Sam Darnold, man.
Yeah, Darnold can sling it a little bit. So, yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I mean, we just haven't seen like even at this season, like we haven't seen like a great Trevor Lawrence game. Like
No,
so
it always feels
he's not
like you
slinging it
want
like
more.
that.
It's kind of Kyler Murray-ish, where you're just like, damn, dude, can you just give me some more?
Mhm. He's offering CD and Chase Brown for Genty, Buka, and McBride. Nah, I mean
Chase Brown ain't doing squat. No, no,
you're getting CD, but you're
no,
losing too much. Like to yeah,
no,
you're losing
not doing that.
everything. You can't do that. Now, if he wanted Genty and Igbuka, like okay, you know, maybe that's a conversation right there, but not McBride on top of that. No, you prefer Love or Purdy rest of season, assuming Purdy's healthy.
It's very close. The thing with Jordan Love that just drives me nuts as the resident Packer fan is I kind of feel similar to what we were just talking about with Trevor Lawrence. Like I feel like all the pieces are there. Now he is missing Jaden Reed, he is missing Christian Watson, some of those key components as well on that offense, but they score really quickly in some of these games, and then they just go flat the rest of the game, where Jordan Love should be averaging 280, 290 yards, 2, 3 touchdowns every game, and it just feels flat. And also Josh Jacobs is there, so that kind of caps Jordan Love's kind of ceiling a little bit. I think it's a wash, honestly. We just talked about Love and Purdy. I think there's not much separation. If I had to choose one, I'll take Jordan Love, but
Mm.
it feels pretty even to me.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd just choose Purdy. I mean, I know that regardless of if Ayuk is healthy or not, he's going to get it done, whether he's got Pearsall out there, Jennings, or my boy Kendrick Bourne. He's going to get
Kendrick
work
Bourne,
going, and
reborn,
Kittle's
reborn.
about to be coming back, so he's got some weapons. And then they do use CMC through the air a lot, as
True,
well.
true.
So like I
True.
do like that to where, like you said, Jacobs is just he's running in touchdowns like sometimes, and there's just nothing you can do. And Love doesn't really have great weapons at that as well. So I'll take Purdy rest of season, but for this week coming up, like I still would go Love over Purdy just for this week. Sam, what's up, Sam? Do I trade Rice and Dobbins for Gibbs and Pittman? Rice and Dobbins for Gibbs and Pittman. I have some BTJ. I have Rome, BTJ, Tet, and Olave. RBs are Hampton, Harvey, Vidal, JSM. I mean, you could
Mm,
play JC. You could play JCM and Vidal. So I mean, you're not absolutely dead at running back right now.
no, but
Um,
he would get the hammer in Gibbs and then just take a downgrade in Pittman. Although Pittman's been
is it?
pretty damn good.
Pittman has
That's
been playing good. I mean, Gibbs, they said they
yeah.
want to get Monty more touches, so that was not like great to hear. But
I'm not worried about that. That's bull jive. I'm not worried about that.
I don't know. Pittman is just I worry about Pittman. Like,
I do too, and I was out on Pittman last year, and then he's just been really not great, but solid this year. He's got a really good rapport with Daniel Jones. I think I'm doing it, man, because you solidify that RB1 spot, and then
mhm.
you can mess around with your RB2, and you have Rome, BTJ, Tet. They're going to give you decent production. You could slide Pittman in there. I'm doing this. I'm getting the hammer. You're getting the best player in the deal, and you have some depth
Are
at
you
wide
though? I
receiver.
don't even think we know yet without Rice playing. I think to Rice's full potential of what we think he is going to happen. Like, would
So
we
if you
rather
if you were
that
if you were
over?
drafting, if you were drafting out of these 4 players, who you drafting first?
I mean, we haven't seen Rice play, so we don't really
I
know yet. And
understand, but based on
that's
what
all. That's my point. Is in a nutshell, yeah, I want Gibbs, but if Rice is getting fucking 10, 12 targets like he was and just beasting with Patrick Mahomes, then like I want
I hear
that
you.
over
I'm
because I just feel like Pittman is in the same boat as Tet and Olave. Like he doesn't really improve anything on your squad. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but I'm saying you're solidifying that RB1 spot, and you're giving up a potential wide receiver one. I think Rice will be a wide receiver one from the rest of this season. Production wise, I do think that. But if you've got Rome, if you've got a BTJ, Tet, Pittman, like you could make up some of that production with those guys and have that solidified RB1, in my estimation. So it really depends on, do you want a wide receiver one or an RB1? That's really what you're deciding here.
Right. Or do you just roll with Rice, Rome, and BTJ, and then just live with Vidal and JCM until Hampton gets back? Like,
You could do that. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I
I
don't know, it's
I like the
tough.
Gibbs side. That's just me.
No, it's very even. That's the tough part about it. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it is good to at least get the running back that you need. So it's like, you're stuck. Like you have to make almost the trade, I guess. Well, can you make that trade and then do some type of 2 for 1 like Pittman and Tet, Pittman and BTJ or BTJ Tet or something of that nature to get another, you know, wide receiver?
Yeah,
Can
you
you
could
do
package
that?
some of those guys because all those guys essentially have some value.
Right. Philip said he went to the Jags Seahawks game. JSN is awesome. He gets open all the time. Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
I love JSN. When he first came, when
Yeah,
he's
he's
he
just
was
making
coming
plays
in as a
too.
rookie, I had him in my dynasty rankings in my top 10, and everybody thought I was crazy. And I was like, this is the future. And then just naturally, obviously, you start moving down to kind of, recollect everything that's going on. But I'm not surprised he's back up at the top, like at all. I mean, that's what we've all been waiting
And
for,
we
and it's finally showed and it's happened. And you can see how good he
and we
is.
talked we talked about it because he was there with DK and Lockett and
Hmm.
those type of established guys, and we saw him kind of flash at this in the second half of last season, and you could kind of see that this was getting ready to happen. And here we go with the breakout. And especially if you had JSN, remember how many people in that rookie year were wanting to give up on JSN after like 4 weeks?
Hmm. We've been trying to tell you to
Remember those
buy him
days?
forever. Yep. Hmm. Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Dave, what up, Dave? Fucked up, drafted Cook and Henry. Got lucky with Dowdle. Got Gainwell and Algier. Who would you start out of the two? Leaning Gainwell. Out of Gainwell and Algier?
That's tough because Algier does get some burn, and it
I
kind of
like
pisses me
Algier.
off.
I
It
know.
pisses me off as a
Arthur Smith loves Gainwell though too.
yeah. I lean Gainwell for the receiving upside.
But Warren is back, right?
Yeah, he is back, but yeah, I'm gonna lean Gainwell here, but you can make the case for both. I just like Gainwell has a little bit more on the receiving end.
Right.
Tyler Warren hasn't exactly been great.
That's true. This is true. And then Algier somehow just still gets carries and winds up scoring
Chugging along,
touchdowns, even when Bijan's going off.
chugging along.
But he does need to score the touchdown. So
Yeah.
I'll roll with same as you here. Let's roll with Gainwell slightly, but I'm not mad at Algier. He just got to score a touchdown. But yeah, let's roll with Gainwell. Should I trade out Dunze and Henderson for Rice? I have Jonathan Taylor, Bijan, so running backs are not a problem. Gonna send my full roster. Dunze and Henderson for Rice. Dak, McMillan, Shepard, Taylor, Bijan, Ferguson, Odunze, Pittman, Henderson,
Yeah. Go
Joe
get yourself
Gladue.
some Rasheed Rice here. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you
And
don't
you are giving
have.
up Odunze.
I mean, Odunze's been great also, but he's not a Rasheed Rice necessarily.
Odunze?
I mean, I'm okay with doing it. It's 1 for 1, really. I mean, Henderson hasn't really been startable. I mean, they just refuse to give this guy the ball. I mean, guy could another running back could be down for the season. The current running
Mhm.
back could he can't hold on to the ball for his life. And they still are like, Henderson, I know we drafted you early and you've been so good in the preseason and we know your potential, but we're good. We're just gonna keep playing Stevenson. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And it's weird because it's not like the wide receiver thing where you ease a wide receiver in, etc. We see these young running backs play right away. Amarion Hampton, Ashton Genty, the list goes on and on. We could go back to a couple of years ago with Bijan, even though Bijan kind of got handcuffed a little bit that first year with Arthur Smith. But we see these rookie running backs come in and make an immediate impact for the most part. Cam Scatteraboo, let's go. So yeah, it's shocking to see, but for the trade wise, I do like it because you are getting Rice and you have the two hammers at running back. So if you're gonna go get that wide receiver one, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm all right with it because Henderson doesn't really. I don't want to say it doesn't count, but it doesn't matter much in the trade. So like, it's really just who would you rather have, Odunze or Rice, and we're gonna go with Rice here. So
And
appreciate you,
especially when
Dave.
you already have it running back.
Yep. Barber 2, I'm in a 12-man PPR, have Rice, Puka, JSN, streaming tight end, QB. RBs are Chase Brown, Dowdle, Benson, or Mark. Should I just hold and hope for the upside from the receivers or trade for a running back? Rice, Puka, and JSN. Streaming tight end and QB.
That's pretty nice.
RBs are Dowdle, Benson, Marks. I mean, yeah, can you, if you can split one of the wide receivers would be nice, but now you got Puka that's injured, so that's
Yep.
going to be tough. Ideally, give up Rice for an elite running back or QB. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you've got to make a move here, I mean, Brown hasn't been startable. Like Dowdle, now Chuba's coming back. Like Benson is hurt. Marks is not getting all of the work. So like you don't really have much at all. I think you've got to do something, I think. You've got to split them somehow. So see who needs a wide receiver, who's got some extra running backs that would be willing to, make a trade here. Or who's at the bottom of the standings that might just want to shake things up and, maybe they need a wide receiver and they can give up a running back. Not budging on the trade. Got any count out now? I mean, not really. We're good with it. We're good with it, Dave. Go get them. Go get you some Rashi. But smash the like for us.
He
Subscribe
said
if
he's
you're
not.
new.
He said he's.
No.
He said he's
No.
not budging on the trade. So what else could we do? So he was offering up Hendy and Odunze
1-for-1
for
Rice for
Rice,
Henry.
and the guy's not going for it. Is there anything else he can do?
He's saying Rice for Henry. I mean, I do like Henry as a buy, but I don't know if I want to give up Rice for it.
Wait. Henderson, yeah. So is there anything he could substitute for Henderson with Odunze to make that deal good? I don't know, because there's not a lot there.
You don't got, yeah. I mean, it's not much for him to choose
Doesn't
from.
look
So
like you
I don't
have
know.
the
You got some
pieces,
fab
yeah.
dollars. You have some fab dollars you could throw into the deal, like.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a tough
But
one. Yeah, because there's not a
Barber too.
lot of upside.
I don't love the Rice for Henry. So I was thinking Ferguson, CD coming back. I mean, Ferg's been fucking tight end one. I mean, I know
He's
CD's
been
coming back, but he's in
phenomenal.
a great offense. Like, yeah. I'd rather just keep him. But I mean, other than that, good luck this week. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Appreciate everybody in the chats. Throw the likes on there. Subscribe if you're new. Appreciate everybody. We do have the free Discord, which is in the description below. So you can always hop in the Discord. We are always talking fantasy. So appreciate y'all. We'll be back Sunday morning.
Oh yeah,
11 to 12 Eastern, and then we're here Wednesdays 10:30 to 11:30. What?
Really quick, did you notice Polish Hammer is dominating both subscriber leagues? Did you take a peek at that?
Oh yeah, I saw
I
you
didn't
at
know
the
if you
top.
noticed.
I saw you at the top at the moment, so I did see that. I gotta check out the squad.
Dominating, baby. Let's go.
All right, we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all Sunday. Appreciate y'all.